Alright, so for today's review, we're going to take a look at the NZG Wirtgen WR 2000 soil stabilizer, 1 to 50 scale. This particular model is no longer made. It's been replaced with the WR 240 and a 240i. But to start off the review here, you do have some metal handrails. You do also have a mix of plastic right here. You do have some nice crisp Wirtgen decals right here. I believe they did update their logos and graphics and stuff. So on the WR240, they're gonna look a little different. On the 240i, it'll look a little bit different. The decal lineup, and then you do have a nice Wirtgen Group decal right there. You have some hydraulics modeled right here that power the cutting drum or the mixing drum, whatever you'd like to call it. Come to the rear of the machine. You do have a nice aggressive tire pattern, which I like a lot. You have a nice warning amber right there, and as you can see, your back wheels are linked together. So when you do turn them, you only have to turn one. You don't have to turn both, and they steer together. Coming over to this side, you do have a nice WR 2000 decal right there. Again, you still have the same Wirtgen Group decals. Nice crisp on the model. You do have a cylinder that does power your rear wheels, and then you do have some nice bolt details. I'm not sure what really this is right here. I know it's to help with the mixing or the cutting drum that is modeled there. But you do have some nice bolt detailing right there. You do have some bolt detailing up here, which is the actual cylinder. It's kind of a funky little mechanism they designed where the cylinder goes in and the cutting drum will go out, and when the cutting drum is up, the cylinder pops back out. And then coming to the front of the machine, your cab does come out. It slides in and out. So when you're trying to get close to a curb but not cut up the curb, you can extend the cab and see where your tracks are going to be, so it extends in and out. You do have two sets of windshield wipers on the cab as well. You have a nice modeled amber beacon, and then you have a nice mirror. And I believe right here, it's either right here or right here is where one of your it's a water line would hook up to it, because while you are stabilizing the soil, you would have a water truck hooked up to it, mixing whatever they decided to put down to help stabilize the road. It can be lime, fly ash, and stuff like that. But this is just basically a giant mixer help mix the lime and soil together. But coming underneath the model, it's fairly simple underneath. You can see, again, your front axles or your front tires are linked together as well. And there's your nice cutting drum. It's got some nice detailed teeth on it. And the sides of the, I'm not really sure what you would call it, I believe just your cutting drum housing. They do move. They are powered by cylinders, which is nice. And one thing that is pretty cool is you get two keys with the model. I have one here. And the key goes on the bottom. There's a little tab right there. And it turns the operator's compartment around, which is pretty sweet if you ask me. So you can be on like an angle kind of, or sitting sideways and have the cab out and be driving the machine, which is really nice. But overall, it's really cool that they included that. You have two keys, like I said, just in case you decide to lose one or you misplace it. You do have some nice diamond plate texture up here, which is really nice and shiny. It's kind of all by the cab. You do have some more bolt detailing right here. I believe this is the water tank, if I'm not mistaken. It's either water or fuel. I know the machine, some of these can have a water tank on them. I've seen it multiple times. And some have actually had external water tanks installed on them as well. But your engine would be housed in here. Unlike the WR240, the engine housing doesn't open, but you do have a nice modeled air cleaner right there. Some simulated venting where the engine would be able to breathe out from. But overall, that's just about it for this review. It's a pretty sweet model. If you're into paving equipment, I'd highly recommend picking either the WR2000 or the WR240. up. They can retail, I believe they're like, this one, it was about $90. I believe the WR240 is a little more expensive. Might be like $100 if I'm not mistaken. But overall, I'd recommend picking yourself up a soil stabilizer model. Great model. Looks good on a lowboy. And if you collect paving models, I would recommend having it in your collection. But that's just about it for this review. So if you'd like to follow me on social media, both links are in the description, Facebook and Instagram. But that's just about it for this review. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video to be able to